Kichao.com. I'm on the subject of cell phone etiquette, and there's 4 don'ts that are unacceptable in public. And number 2 says, if you want your friends or relatives to think that your cell phone matters more than they do, then make or take calls when you're in the middle of a conversation. By doing so, number 1, you're making whomever you're with feel second best and left out to wonder, if I'm here, why is she or he on the phone instead of talking with me? Number 3, making repeated calls. People who call all the time, continuously. Keep calls to a minimum on public transportation, in the line at the bank or movie house, airports. Your placing of one call after another, especially just to pass time, eventually exasperates even the most understanding captive listener. Barring an emergency, limit your calls or move to a more private spot. Number 3, using offensive language. Some cell phone users feel free to obscenities and other socially unacceptable speech. The people nearby may not try to listen, but it's hard to ignore vulgarities and comments that are racist or sexist. The problem starts with having to listen to some jabbering away in public and more irritant in a stressful world. By invading everyone else's space, he or she shows herself unaware that the people around him or her exist, something of an insult itself. Now, this is another subtitle: how to handle cell phone on the street. Don't shout into your cell phone while walking outdoors. Talking loudly is not only intrusive, but can leave the impression that you're trying to show off. Watch out for others when you're on a crowded sidewalk. Don't get so involved in your cell phone that you bump into a passerby. Pay attention when crossing streets. If you wear a headset for safety reasons, be aware that suddenly breaking into a monologue can startle anyone who hasn't noticed your mic. This is especially true when one is standing in a corner with their hands in their pockets, waiting for the light to change. And then you go, "You've got to be kidding." The person standing next to you will naturally think you're addressing her. In the stores, when you're out shopping and must take a cell phone call, do it in private. If you have to take a call, do it in private. It's annoying for others who have to listen to you discuss your shopping list while roaming the aisles. And no one should be slowed down in a cashier line because you're having second thoughts about the blouse you've chosen and need to call a friend for some advice. So you're shopping with the phone in your ear. It's very irritating. In restaurants, when cell phones in restaurants have become intrusive that some require that phones be checked at the door. If cell phones aren't off limits, turn yours off. Anyway, and don't make calls at the table. That's very, very rude. If you must call, excuse yourself and go to the entrance hall or outside. Next subject I'm going to cover: usage of cell phones in the car. The do's and the don'ts. Kichao.com. How's the weather? It's a beautiful day today, tubers. Can hear my music in the background. Yeah. Oh, I'll let it run out. But always remember, what's the time? Use that. What's your address?